Well, hello everybody. I hate to do this video. I thought I'd never see it in my lifetime, but I was at the hospital today. As a lot of people know, my knees have been giving me some trouble, and one particular hasn't healed up. It's been 3 months, so of course, job ended. I go to the hospital today, and good luck with that, folks. Good luck with that. My doctor in Alberta retired some time ago. As you all know, I spent almost 2 years in Ontario. And you know what? I'm back to Alberta, and I start to realize the painful truth that I don't know if people realize, but I went into the hospital this morning. I waited, went through the process, want to get my knee taken care of. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait. I end up in a room, sitting in a chair waiting for the doctor all day. Staff literally standing around, not doing nothing. Now, I'm a union boy from way back. I've seen wildcat strikes. I've led wildcat strikes, and I can tell you, this is Alberta Health Services. This is Alberta Health Services in the province of Alberta. This is what's going on. It's probably gone on for some time, and I don't have much time. I didn't charge my battery because, again, I spent the entire day in the hospital. Finally packed drinks, had a little old fella, 90 years old, bladder infection, having trouble having to undress himself, really crippled up and couldn't pee, and they're trying to help him with that. No doctor. And that little old timer, it was pretty humiliating for him. He even pooped his pants. And that was the end for me. I said, give him my spot. I'm out. I walked out. Won't be getting any health services. And you think the amount of taxes I pay a year, it's not enough for Alberta Health Services. Not enough money. They expect the province to turn over more. And I can tell you, tradespeople aren't making the money. Business taxes cut. The revenue for Alberta isn't there. Record oil prices, folks, as you watch the pumps cranking up the prices again. And there's nothing the province can do about it. Socialism doesn't work. Myself, my parents, my grandparents paid for all the hospitals in Alberta. I've paid monumental taxes my whole life. And I can tell you, I can see the writing on the wall. It's over for the province of Alberta. There's no money for nothing. Greedy politicians have filled their pockets, but it's not enough to make up for the shortfalls. Socialism doesn't work, and it's coming to an end. I don't know how many people's family members haven't gotten proper care throughout the province in these many months, but I wonder how many old people have passed away. If my parents get sick, are they going to pass away in the hospitals here in Alberta? My guess would be yes, absolutely. I got a brother, COVID-19 today, and he's not doing so hot. And before people say anything, I guarantee you he's not vaccinated. And you know what? He's pretty sick, and to get any help today, good luck with that. I don't know what to say, folks. If you're in Alberta, I would be really rethinking what you're going to do in the event you get sick or develop a problem or something major occurs in your life. Because I don't see you getting help. I don't know. Maybe in the extreme emergencies or emergency care right now, which there was none of that in Stony Plain today. A whole lot of people stand around with their thumbs in their bum. I hate to say it. That's the reality. That's the truth. It's disgusting. I'm lucky I got my transplants for my eyes those years ago when I had full-blown cataracts. I don't even know where I'd be today. Would they put me on disability for 3-4 years before any attention would be spent on me? I don't know about you folks, but middle-aged, I don't want to be dealing with anything that requires immediate care, and I'm prolonged for years at a time. I think if you were to get cancer, even in a lower stage, you're going to be waiting it out to your stage 3, near 4 finished forever. I don't know. I would think so. It's not good. Get the video shared out. Not that Rachel Notley and Jason Kenney can do anything about it. I mean, we can keep driving up the monumental debts in the province of Alberta. We can sit on record oil prices and think that the minor amount of budgetary gains are going to float our boat. They're not. And anyone thinking that divine socialism under this crown is going to save you, it's not going to save the province of Alberta. We're finished. We're finished in a few short years. The writing is on the wall. Health services is never going to be the same again. Post-pandemic, it is over for the province of Alberta. Think about all those tax dollars. My tax dollars. I worked for a living. I paid mass amounts of taxes right off my wages year after year. Never used anywhere near what I put into the system. And I can see all of it going bye-bye. It's another reason why I'm going bye-bye to Florida. Can't even get my knee looked at. You can't even go to a clinic. You've got to book an appointment in the province of Alberta. Takes anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, I hear. It's sick, it's deranged, it's wrong. It's the reality of a broken confederation, a completely broken province that's not just the federal government's fault. This is entirely, a lot of it, the federal government, but equally every premier you've had for a very, very long time. Alberta, one of the worst. Everything changed for us after Peter Lougheed. Social credit ran quite the system in Alberta out of a Great Depression and a Dust Bowl Alberta long before that. All of us with families, 5, 6 generations, and of course all the First Peoples know exactly what I'm talking about. It was the 50s where we started to get strong with our own banking, with our own system of social credit, building a society all together. And it worked. It worked for a lot of decades. But greed and power of the crown took over. Federal government took over. Those federal parties became staples of the province. And now it's all coming to a head. Like I said, folks, I don't know what to say, but it's not looking good for the province of Alberta. I warned of this way back 2018 and of course 2019 when we ran for an election. For all those who were loyal and faithful to me in that party, the writing is on the wall. When healthcare falls, what socialism, perks of the crown do you have left? Because I don't know. I just experienced it in Stony Plain. The writing is on the wall. Disgusting, gross, pathetic. And if you can't get health services, what socialism do you really have? What do you really have, folks? What do you pay your almighty taxes for? How much did it cost for my sick brother to sit all day? How much did it cost for me to sit there all day unseen before I had to walk out? How much did they bill the province for that? See the scam? It's a scam. Socialism doesn't work. This crown country, this crown province called Alberta hasn't worked for many decades. And I don't know what's going to happen to my loved ones. I worry about my parents. What if they get sick? What if they need care? Is it going to be a euthanized system? If you think that's cockamamie or conspiracy, look at Alberta's history. They've euthanized, they've done all kinds of cruel and unusual, inhumane, absolute human rights violations, not in their distant past, but within decades, recent decades, folks. That's my video. Share it out. Post your stories of going to a hospital or a clinic in Alberta. I really want to hear this. I was gone for a long time. I'm not one for doctors and hospitals to begin with, but I needed it this time. And of course, like last time, I get the royal in your butt as hard as they possibly can. And I shake my head. Wow. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. Share. Get it out there. Post your stories and comments. I want to hear it. Thanks. Bye now.